All right. Thank you for joining us today. Looks like a smaller group, so maybe a couple people will trickle in late. For today's class, though, we are going to use either a ball, if you have one handy, or just get like a towel roll. We just have like 2 hand towels kind of rolled up. We are going to do a like core section, and so we wanted to have one prop. So I'll give you a second. If you don't have anything, that's okay. You can do it without. It just makes the exercises a little bit more challenging. Otherwise, a good chair, because the core stuff will be done in sitting, or a variation. Or you could also, if you are able to get onto the floor, you could get down onto the floor and do these ab exercises. So either Darby or I will kind of show you those progressions as we need to. And my name is Corey. If you're new here, I'm a physical therapist. And today we have Darby joining us, so that's helpful. So we can do a couple more positions as we want to, okay? All right, let me put that there. So I will work in standing, at least for the beginning portion. And then Darby's going to do it in sitting. Getting my timer ready. Okay, so we're going to start with the warm up. So the first thing you're going to do is we're going to work with our hands clasped. So I just have my hands together. And then I'm going up into a heel raise and then reaching up at the same time. And we're going to try to do this for 2 minutes. Ooh. So a bit of a balance challenge, but we're just warming up the spine and the legs. So just going at your own pace. Move this microphone. And if this is too challenging on your balance, you can forgo the reach and just do the heel raises. And then you could alternate. So you could then just work on that overhead reach to get both pieces, but broken up. Or if you want to do the combo, you could just modify to a sitting position like Darby. You can see it's even hard for my balance. And again, for these, since we are doing 2 minutes of work, you're just going to be going at a comfortable pace. We're not trying to race. We're not trying to move super quickly. Just trying to get our body warmed up. And see, as you're reaching, if you can get a little bit higher every time. And I'm kind of pausing at the top to really stretch out and get a good posture. About 10 more seconds. Okay, so now we're going to work on arms out, and then I'm just tapping my heel onto the floor in front of me. Same thing. You can see I'm moving a little bit slower. Just trying to get those legs and arms warmed up and your postural muscles. If you feel like, again, this combination is too difficult, then just do the taps of your legs, or just do that arm movement, or modify, get back and step with Darby, or modify to that sitting position. And you should be starting to feel it probably in those shoulders. And if you are and it's too much, again, just pause with the shoulders, give them a break, continue with the feet. We're over halfway. And if you feel yourself starting to slump forward, or you're kind of caving down from a posture, really try to pull those muscles up. Let's build some endurance. All right, next one, we're gonna go into just a twist. So we're coming across the body. And again, nice and easy, warming up those hips and your spine. And again, you can see mine and Darby's hips are moving with our spine, okay? So don't keep those feet locked down. Try to shift your weight. We're halfway through. Thirty more seconds. All right. Next, we're going to transition into kind of a crossbody movement. So we're going to try to bring your knee to your elbow, okay? If you're standing, it's going to be much harder to do because you have further distance to cover, but that's kind of the goal. You can see Darby's getting a little bit closer than I am. If this is too challenging on your hips or your balance, you can modify and work on just crossbody, tapping your hand to your knee. So again, that could be a good standing modification. Again, if you're sitting, we're taking that balance piece out so you can focus on getting a little bit more core engagement. And in between, make sure you're coming up to that good posture. So I don't want you staying, hunched over like this, trying to get to your knee. Really focus on that posture. Sorry, Darby. We're over halfway through. If you get tired, that's okay. You could stop. You could keep marching with your hands up by your head. You could just stop altogether. Whatever you feel like you need. You're almost done. Okay. Next one we're going to transition into is a little bit of coordination. So what I want you to do is you are going to march with a reach up and then a step out with the opposite side. And then you'll come in, march up, step out, opposite side. Okay? If this is challenging, that's okay. Just do whatever movement you feel like you can continue. You could even just march. Oh, see? You could even just march with your arms up and pressing up. You would take the hands out and just focus on the leg movement. But it's good to challenge your brain and your body. And hopefully you're getting all warmed up. We're almost done. We'll take a rest break after this one. Okay, let's take a rest. I'm gonna ditch my jacket now that we're warmed up. Good time for a water break if you need it, or just catch your breath. We're gonna continue with our 2-minute kind of intervals, but dispersed in these movements. We're gonna be either moving fast or slow or regular pace to kind of change it up a little bit, okay? So the first one though, the first one is just a backward step and a forward reach, okay? And we're gonna alternate between that, between your feet. Okay, here we go. So backward step, forward reach. And for now, I just want you to get comfortable with that movement. If you feel like this is really easy, then you could work on moving a little bit faster. If you feel like this is challenging, then just keep it there. Make sure you're getting that weight shifted back into that backwards foot. Focus on keeping that posture upright. So you'll notice again, this class is focused a little bit more on endurance. That's why we're moving for longer periods of time and continuously moving. Got about 30 more seconds to go. Almost done. Keep your posture upright, keep moving. All right, very good. Next one is either a sit to stand, like what Darby's going to demonstrate, or if you're in standing, you're just going to do a squat. But again, endurance based. So it's 2 minutes of work. You're going to keep moving unless you need a rest break. Then you can pause. The time just continues to go. All right, here we go. So just squatting down and up. And again, since it's 2 minutes of the squats or the sit to stand, I want you to focus on a pace that you can continue to do that whole 2 minutes. If you have trouble with your balance or difficulty with doing that sit to stand, you can put a chair in front of you so you can just work on the power of movement with your legs and kind of take the balance out of it. And again, you don't have to keep pace with Darby and I if it's taking you a little bit longer. We're halfway through. Another good part with at least a majority of these first exercises is we don't have to repeat them. We're doing the 2 minute blocks. And then we're done. And as you get more tired, really focus on that posture and that weight shift forward. All right, let's pause. We'll take a rest break. Again, if you are doing it pretty fast, you might be a little out of breath, and that's okay. It turns into more of an aerobic exercise versus just strengthening. So catch your breath. We'll hang out for a little before we move into our next one. While you're resting, our next one is going to be a heel raise with a toe raise if we can. Again, if you have issues with your balance, this chair is a little bit short for me, but if you have issues with your balance, hold on to your chair or against the wall so you can work on that weight shift. For this one, we're going to start 30 seconds, just kind of a regular pace, and then you're going to go 30 seconds really slow. So really coming up, slowly lowering, slowly pulling up. And then we're going to move into a quick. And then we're going to come back. What's my last one? Oh, yeah. Can't read my own writing. And then the last one is we're going to alternate. Okay, so for this 2 minute block, we have 4 different variations. Okay, let's start with just heel toe, focusing on regular pace, focusing on your balance. Okay, now I want you to move slow. So lift, slowly lower, slowly pull back, and you're kind of pausing at the end of those movements too, seeing if you can sustain your balance. And this one can be challenging. Okay, now I want you to move quick. So almost, I don't even know what to liken it to, but quick rocking, quick feet. So you probably aren't going to be moving as big in terms of the weight shift, and that's okay. All right, now I want you to alternate. So you're going to try to pick one up, one down. This is almost like you're running in place or a stair stepper in place. Okay. Pause, catch your breath. The next one is just a lateral step. So you're going to step out to the side and then you're going to try to reach with the opposite hand, like so. Okay, so again, a little bit of coordination, but nothing too crazy. All right, here we go. If you are still a little bit tired, that's okay. This can be kind of an active recovery. So step at your own pace. And if you feel like you can move faster than what Darby and I are moving, move faster. If you feel like, again, balance is being challenged, go a little bit slower. We are over halfway. We are almost done with these kind of longer blocks. Keep your posture upright. Try not to watch those feet. Almost done. Okay. We will catch our breath. Next one we're going to work on is marching. With these marches, we are going to alternate between like really big, powerful marches and then like regular pace marches. Okay. So the really big, powerful ones might be a little bit slower because you're working on really trying to get the knee up, really trying to work the balance. And then your regular marching can just be like so. Okay. And if you're too tired, then your regular marching could be a rest break. Okay, so we got 20 seconds, really big. Okay, and then let's go slow, or regular, I should say. Or if you want to, you could move a little bit faster, kind of whatever. Okay, and then let's go big again. Okay, and then we'll go slower. The challenge for my math and watching our timer. Okay, big again. Okay, and then regular. All right, last one, really big. Okay, and then walk it out. All right. So let's pause, catch your breath. We'll move into our ab section. So for these, again, you can be sitting or you can be on the floor. I'm going to set a timer for this block. Oh yeah, oops. Okay, so for this block, we're going to be doing these exercises for a minute, okay? And so this is where your ball or your towel roll comes in. Again, if you don't have that, that's okay. You can just take it out. Not a big deal. Okay, so for the first exercise, I am going to turn so you can see me. I am away from the chair. My butt is not, and my back is not against this, okay? So that way you can do a sit-up from your chair. So if you want to, you can work on trying to go all the way back, touch the chair, come forward, okay? Your feet should stay anchored on the ground. So no cheating. Use your ab muscles, okay? All right, here we go. If you have an armrest with chair or a chair with armrests like myself, again, if you want to just kind of put your hands there to help kind of guide you, that's okay too. So you should feel your abdominals engaging, especially as you go backwards. It's okay if you're moving a little bit slower than Darby and I. All right, let's take a break and then we'll move into our next one. Back around. So the next one, you're going to keep the ball between your knees, again, away from the chair so you can work on your abdominal strength, and you're going to work on trying to lift the ball up between your knees, okay? And back down. So you can sit back a little bit. Again, I don't want you ideally leaned back against the chair, about halfway, lift, lower. If that's too hard, get rid of the ball and just lift your feet up, okay? All right, let's try it. We got a minute. And again, I'm okay if you use your hands to kind of keep your balance, but I don't want you pushing with your hands. Make sure you're breathing. Over halfway through. If you need to stop and take a rest break, please do. Almost there. Okay, take a rest. Sounds pretty hard. Okay, so you can leave the ball in between your knees if you want to, or we'll set it aside to give you a full movement, similar to what we did already, but you're gonna actually try to do that full crunch. So I'm trying to get my elbow to my knee this time and coming up in between, okay? We're gonna alternate between sides. Good posture in between. Again, hopefully you're keeping your body away from the back of your chair. We are almost done. All right, take a rest break. Okay, we're gonna go back to our ball or our towel roll, and you're gonna put the ball at your feet, okay? Again, sitting away from the chair, but you're gonna try to lift your knees, or straighten your knees out, I should say. So a little bit of a straighten and a little bit of a lift to kind of bring that up, okay? Here we go. About a minute. And I am leaning back in order to give myself the range to do that. And again, if you don't have a ball or a towel handy, then you could just work on lifting those legs up. You should be feeling your core, your abdominals, probably your hips, your quads or the top of your thighs on this one. All right, take a rest. And then we are done with our prop. Take a little bit of a rest. And then we're gonna move into our punches, okay? Let's do a combo on this one. So we'll do alternating between your hands, and you're gonna do kind of a jab, so that short, quick, and then that cross, and then an uppercut. Sorry, let me reset. Jab, kind of that quick, short punch, and then your cross, then your uppercut, and then your hook, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm no boxer either, but we're gonna alternate, again, between those arms. Keep your core engaged away from the chair, okay? All right, here we go. So jab, cross, uppercut, hook. And then go to the other side. So jab, cross, uppercut, hook. Huh? Jab, cross, uppercut, hook. Jab, cross, uppercut, hook. See, Darby and I have to think it through too. Okay, jab, cross, uppercut, hook. Jab, cross, uppercut, hook. Jab, jab, cross, uppercut, hook. Jab, cross, uppercut, hook. Oops, I think that was my jab, cross, uppercut, hook. Okay, we'll have to work on that one because Darby and I aren't very good at it either. Okay, Catch your breath. Next, we're going to move into a little bit of some postural work. So these ones are called no monies. So you're kind of saying, I don't have any money. So arms out, squeezing your elbows down at your sides, okay? Good upright posture. Thinking about squeezing those shoulder blades together. And you might feel one of your arms has a little bit more motion than the other. That's okay, pretty common. Just work on keeping your posture up, your core engaged. Keep squeezing. Okay. All right. Take a quick rest. Now we're going to move into some hamstring mobility. So I want you'll kick out one hand or one leg, and you're going to kind of scoop down. And then I want you to come up nice and big, and then we'll alternate. So you're scooping down, reaching, coming up nice and big. Okay. Here we go. So scoop and up. Scoop. Okay, good. Take a little rest. Our last one for our kind of seated strengthening block is we're going to work on fast feet. So I want you thinking about kind of running in place, moving those feet nice and fast, upright posture. You're not leaning back in the chair. We're going to go fast for 30 seconds and then take a rest. Then move a little bit slower on the second set of 30, okay? All right, here we go. So go fast, as fast as you can. Go, 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 go. Move those arms. Especially if you're sitting, you can't fall. If you wanted to run, here's your chance. Move, 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 move. Go, 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 go. Keep going, 5 seconds. All right, and then slow, stomp it out. Catch your breath. And then we'll do a couple stretches, and then we're all done. All right. Okay, from your sitting position, or if you want to do it in standing, that's okay too. I just want you to come sit up nice and upright, and we're going to reach across. Stretch out the back of those shoulders. Okay, and then we'll come down and across on the other side. Okay, and then I want you to come down, kind of open up your shoulders here, and then you're going to kind of push into that shoulder. Stretch out the front. You can kind of go side to side. If just coming forward like this gives you a stretch at the front of your shoulders, that's okay too. Okay, and then I want you to come up, drop down onto one knee. Stretch open our side. Our core did some work today. Okay, and then come up to the middle. And then we'll switch sides. Okay, last one. I just want you to cross one foot over your knee. And if you want to hinge forward a little bit, you can. Okay, and then we'll switch. Okay. All right. Hopefully everyone was challenged today. Good to see everyone. Thank you for joining us. And we'll see you guys next time, okay?